Hello there, everyone. Welcome back to 3 News Now. I'm Stephanie Haney, and today is Thursday, May 19th. Thanks for being here for the top stories from WKYC.com and our WKYC app. Here on 3 News Now, this is where we bring you the stories that matter most to you. We know that because these are the stories that you are clicking on, reading, and sharing from our website and from our app. And so we start today with Jimmy's Take. This is Jim Donovan. He's our 3 News sports director. He's also a voice of the Cleveland Browns. And his take on the latest developments in the case of Cleveland Browns quarterback Deshaun Watson, who is facing 22 lawsuits for sexual assault. And we talked yesterday about the information that Deshaun Watson had confirmed that a massage therapist had cried after an appointment with him, and there are text messages showing that he had apologized for that. He was questioned in a deposition, and he said that he felt that she was uncomfortable because she was crying, but said he couldn't explain why she felt uncomfortable or didn't know why she felt uncomfortable. So after all of this information comes out, Jimmy's take now is, as the NFL is wrapping up its meetings with Watson, he believes that more and more testimony being leaked in this situation is going to sour the perception of what's going on. He says as more and more details come out, here's a quote from Jimmy, "I don't think it's very good. It's bizarre, it's weird, and I think it's disturbing to a lot of people." That is definitely the sentiment on social media. A lot of people disturbed by the allegations against Deshaun Watson, and a lot of people disturbed by him confirming that he did know that a massage therapist was crying after a meeting, and also that he had sent her an apology text and talked about how he had assumed he had made her feel uncomfortable. And as a reminder, the allegations from that particular therapist are that he touched her without her consent with his penis during that session. Jimmy went on to say that we're all really on hold, but he believes that we're getting to a point from the NFL investigation where they are at a line where they're going to need to come to a decision for all concerned, for the 22 women involved, for Deshaun Watson, for the Cleveland Browns, and for the league. And here is a quote from Jimmy. "Right now, at least with what happened today, the momentum seems to be in a negative way." And of course, when he said today, he was talking yesterday about that information. You know who else is weighing in on this situation is Bengals quarterback Joe Burrow. He was on a podcast, the Full Send podcast, and from his perspective, he said that when you have a player like Deshaun Watson, the Browns needed to take a chance on him because he is such a great player. But then he went on to talk about how great Baker Mayfield is, and he says that he expects great things for Baker Mayfield. He does believe that he will land on his feet, and he also pointed out that Baker Mayfield is undefeated against Joe Burrow, something that he was not able to do, wasn't able to beat him in the 2 years of his rookie career. So he gave him accolades for that and says he believes that brighter days are ahead for Baker Mayfield. Now pay attention if you drive a Ford SUV or a Ford truck. There are a couple of recalls you need to know about. Ford is asking the owners of more than 350,000 vehicles to take them into dealers for repairs. Here's a big one. 39,000 should be parked outside because the engines can catch on fire. These are 2021 Ford Expedition and Lincoln Navigator SUVs. Here's the thing. Ford doesn't know what is causing this issue. And they're also not recommending that people stop driving them, but they are recommending that people park them outside because the reports that they have of these engines catching on fire have happened when the vehicles have been stopped. There have been 16 fires so far. 12 of them have happened while the SUVs have been turned off. So 4 of them were while the SUVs were on. So you take that information, you do whatever you want with it if you drive a 2021 Ford Expedition and a Lincoln Navigator SUV. 14 of them, by the way, were in rental company vehicles. Also, another recall. 310,000 heavy-duty trucks are being recalled because the driver's airbag might not inflate. These are 2016 vehicles, F-250s, F-350s, F-450s, and F-550s. And one more recall to let you know about: 464 electric Mustang Mach-E SUVs from 2021. There is an issue of unintended acceleration, deceleration, or loss of drive power in all-wheel drive vehicles. Lots of information there. I know you can head to WKYC.com to see those vehicles, but if you are driving a Ford, good idea to check that article on WKYC.com. Now let's take a look at the latest COVID-19 numbers. You know, we get them once a week now in from the Ohio Department of Health, and it's 7 weeks in a row that the COVID cases have been going up. Now, we did hear from Dr. Bruce Vanderhoff earlier this week, and he talked about, yes, the case numbers are going up, but the health officials are telling us severe disease not as serious of an issue now as it has been in the past. So they are saying that. But here's the thing about these case numbers, you guys. Not every case number is being reported. Now there are so many at-home tests. How many people are actually going and getting tested? That's a question. And even with less people actually going to these official reporting sites and getting tested, this week, 19,536 new COVID-19 cases. That's in the last week. Go back 2 months to March 17th, 3,605 new cases. But again, we have to take that with a grain of salt because cases not being reported because people are using these at-home tests. And of those who are vaccinated, symptoms tend to be mild. We do know that a total of 38,590 people here in Ohio have died related to COVID-19. That's total since we first learned of the pandemic being here in the state. Right now, 640 people are in the hospital. That's up this week. That's up more than 100 from last week. And out of those people, 79 are being treated in the ICU. Now let's talk about the bottom line on your cell phone bill, because if you're a Verizon customer, you're going to get a higher bill next month. And I originally had looked at this article and thought we would talk about it earlier in the show, but the increase, not that big, so we bumped it down a little bit. So according to reports from The Verge, Yahoo, and other outlets, Verizon started letting customers know about this hike on Monday. So anyone with a monthly bill is going to be charged another $1.35 per cell phone line. Per line. So if you have a lot of lines on your plan, that could be more. And this is the administration fee. So the administration fee will now be $3.30 per line. Again, only voice lines. So this isn't going to apply to your tablet, for example, if you have data service from Verizon. A spokesperson for Verizon said that the fee is being used to account for costs of government regulation in running the business, and that from time to time they do these assessments, and so that's why they are adding this increase. Now, if you are in the market for a furry friend, this weekend might be a good weekend to take a look at the Cuyahoga County Animal Shelter, because from Friday, May 20th through Sunday, May 22nd, so 3 days, they're reducing their adoption fees. Normally it's $95 to adopt a dog. It'll be $45 to adopt a dog. So you can take that $50, maybe get some treats for your new furry friend or whatever you would otherwise do with it, but the adoption fee will be reduced. This is because of a partnership with Bounty Paper Towels and Best Friends Animal Society. And here's the thing. For every pet that gets adopted, this just makes sense, this is math, you're actually saving the lives of 2 pets, because not only are you taking a pet home with you, but you're opening up space for another pet that needs to be at the shelter that couldn't fit in because the shelters are pretty full most of the time. So the Cuyahoga County Animal Shelter is open to the public Friday and Saturday from 10:30 a.m. to 4 p.m. And the pets are available for adoption. They can be viewed at cuyahogadogs.com. The shelter is at 9500 Sweet Valley Drive. That's in Valley View, Ohio. So again, if you are looking for a new furry friend to give an animal its forever home, a little bit cheaper at the Cuyahoga County Animal Shelter this weekend. On Friday, if you are home, maybe with your new furry friend, yesterday we talked about how you'll be able to watch Mason's Creamery in Ohio City. That'll be on Food Network's Diners, Drive-Ins, and Dives. That's with Guy Fieri. Well, next week, you'll be able to watch Fat Cats on the same show. It's like the Northeast Ohio tour that Guy Fieri is on. He was recently at Mabel's Barbecue. He was also at the Raleigh Inn. That's in Tremont. So this weekend, you'll see him at Mason's Creamery. That's in Ohio City. And then next Friday, the 27th, Fat Cats on West 10th Street. That'll be at 9 p.m. The episode is called Flavor Expedition. And of Fat Cats, they say it's a funky bar serving up surprising next-level dishes with some Filipino flair. Speaking of Mason's Creamery and ice cream and things, it's Thursday, so that means the Good News Show is out. It dropped at 1 p.m. on the WKYC YouTube page and our streaming platforms. And this week, I am celebrating my win of the week, which is the return of the Mexican pizza. It is back, and it is delicious. And here is a fun addition that they have made. Usually, I would previously have to say, let me get beans instead of the meat, but now they have just added the vegetarian option to the menu. So, thank you, Taco Bell. We talked, and you listened. So that's my win of the week for the week. We're also celebrating and sending good vibes to all of the runners of the Union Home Mortgage Cleveland Marathon. That's this weekend. That's on Sunday when they're running those races. Our Matt Wentz is running the half marathon. So if you see him out there, cheer him on for those 13.1 miles. It's a lot of miles. I have ran 2 half marathons in my life. That was quite some time ago. I don't have plans to do it again. I have a lot of respect for the people that are doing it this weekend. Check that out. Lots of reasons to make you smile on the Good News Show. And someone in Ohio is smiling very big today because someone won $2 million in last night's Powerball drawing. That was in Grove City, Ohio, at a Speedway gas station. The person matched the 5 regular numbers, but not the Powerball. If they had matched the Powerball, they would have won the $101-some million prize. But since they didn't, they won $2 million, which not too shabby. The odds of hitting the jackpot are pretty high. You know, I've been talking about this. I've been playing the Powerball lottery since the beginning of the year. The odds of winning the jackpot are 1 in some 292 million. Well, the odds of winning $1 million prize are 1 in 11,688,000, and then, you know, some odd numbers after that. So congratulations to that person. They have not come forward yet, and here's likely why. Yesterday, in a Legally Speaking segment, I talked about what you should do if you win the lottery. The first thing you should do when you win the lottery is button up. Don't say anything, and you should talk to an attorney and open up a blind trust, because Ohio is one of the few states where you are able to claim your lottery prize anonymously. And we talk all about it in Legally Speaking. You can find that on WKYC.com and on the YouTube page. And the moral of the story is keep it a secret, because you don't want people hassling you for handouts, and you also want to keep your safety in mind, because let's be real, it's a wild world out there. Now, as for my Powerball journey, you can also find that recap on WKYC.com. I will let you know that I matched 1 number last night. Best I've ever done is match 2 numbers, and that means $0 so far for me. You know, I'm testing the odds and seeing what it takes if it does pay to play the Powerball. So far, not paying for me. One more thing to let you know about before we go. Next week on Wednesday, May 25th, it would be wonderful if you would join us to Party for a Purpose. Mike Polk Jr. and the Stepdads of Galway, which are an Irish cover band, are doing a charity benefit show. It's at Welcome to the Farm in the Flats. From 6:30 to 10 p.m., there's a $10 donation to get you in the door. Proceeds from all food and drink sales and all ticket sales will go to benefit the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society blood cancer patients. And this is part of the Man and Woman of the Year competition. There's a candidate here in town, and this is an event that's being organized by her. Her name is Autumn McKenzie. All of that information is on WKYC.com. So check that out and come out to Welcome to the Farm next Wednesday in the Flats, May 25th from 6:30 to 10 p.m. Okay, that's it for your 3 News Now update today for Wednesday, May 19th. I hope you are out enjoying this beautiful sunshine. It's not Wednesday, it's Thursday. It's going to be beautiful tomorrow as well. And I will see you back here tomorrow on Friday for more 3 News Now.